when you do not fit in with the people around you, right? Friends, even family, the different places, right? You don't fit into your own community. It's typically 9 times out of 10 because you are here to lead. You are not here to fit into a community. You are here to create your own community. You are not here to fit in with these people and follow what they're doing. You're meant to lead them and show them there's a different way of doing things. There's a different way of being. You don't have to repeat this cycle. You don't have to be like those people. You don't have to be what people think you should be, right? You don't have to care what people think. That's why you're different. And you don't fit in. You're left out. It's not because anything is wrong with you. It's because everything is right with you. If you look at the people that are leaving you out and you think, damn, I want to trade places with them, then maybe you should be like, okay, maybe I should be following them. But if you look at those people and you think, dang, I wouldn't want to trade places with them, then you are in fact doing exactly what you're supposed to do, okay? It doesn't mean anything is wrong with you because you're different, right? Look at the world the way it is now, right? Do you want to be of the world? What does the Bible say about being of the world? It's not a good thing, right? If you're different than what you see going on every day, which is chaos, which is disaster, if you're different from that, then there's a good reason for that. You need to lean into that. Don't worry about fitting in with the people around you. It is not a punishment to be rejected. It is not a punishment to be isolated. It's not a punishment to be separated. It's God protecting you because maybe you have a different purpose. Maybe you have a bigger purpose, right? If you get an idea and you're around the wrong people, that idea is gonna go to smither fucking rings if you don't have that validation and that self-love, right? And that trust. Where does that voice come from? Where does that trust come from? Where does that self-validation come from? It doesn't come from being in a group. It comes from being alone. Okay? So by the time you have that self-validation, that trust, and you are getting ideas to try new things and different things, you are the only one steering the boat. You don't have to reach outside of yourself to ask somebody, hey, do you like this? Do you like this? Do you like me? Do you like this picture? What do you think about it? Especially people who are going to shoot those ideas and those things down. And again, it's not personal. People are direct reflections of what they know, of the tools they were given to live this life, of the people before them. It's nothing, you shouldn't take it personal. It's nothing personal against you that people don't understand you, right? That you're different. But you have to realize it is a blessing. And when you are younger, you don't realize that because you're young. Your frontal lobe ain't developed. Like everything is just much more intense, especially if you lack emotional regulation, which most young people do, right? But once you have become who you're supposed to become and, you know, got older, because as you get older, you just don't you don't care. You care less. You'll realize, like, dang, it was a reason I was separated, right? You'll look back and be like, damn, like, I was doing what I was supposed to, right? And because I was doing what I was supposed to, my path is different. My path is separate, but it's the best path for me, right? Sometimes God is the only, he wants to be the only one in your life pulling strings and moving things around, so he could literally say, hey, like, she's this way, she accomplished this success, her dreams came true because of me being God, because, you know, so God can be like, it's because of me. He wants to be the only person you point to and be like, yeah, like, I was isolated, or I may not have had a lot of people around me, but God led me, right? God doesn't want you to have to give your accolades or accomplishments or success to a group of people or attached to things, especially things that are not going in the right direction. He wants you to be able to look at him. It's about God. So don't look at being left out as a bad thing. It is a good thing to be different. It's a bad thing to be of the world. okay? Think long term, not short term. You may see people with certain things and they're getting them faster because they can act a certain way, right? Or they can do certain things, or they are okay with not being honest, right? Or they okay with social climb. The different things that people can, the different ways, right? I don't want to name specific things, even though I already started. But the different ways that people can amass things faster. You may see people with those things faster, right? But that doesn't mean you're not going to get them. When you get what's meant for you, it's going to come with peace. It's going to come with you only having to point to God for those things. And you only having to say thank you to him. Nobody can say they made you. Nobody can say, oh, like, I'm the reason she's or he's the way he is. So don't care what people think. Don't care about being included in anything. I look back and I thank God that I'm like, wow, like, it was a blessing to be different, and it's still a blessing to be different, and it's a blessing to be excluded.